Kingstonian are now a professional side. We are in League 2. It's our debut season. On today's show, I'm going to take a look at the players that we've signed, our strategy moving forward, and how I set up a buffer for that late season charge. My name is Daljit. These are the Kingstonian Diaries. Welcome to Bustthenet.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to stay in touch for more videos like this.
So there's plenty to cover on today's show. You can already see the reality is coming to hit me really hard, man. So our first actual game of the season was against Charlton, 6-1. We just got hammered by a championship side. So I thought I might have a plan for the season, but Charlton just came out and just slapped me across the face and said, okay guys, wake up, you're still a long way to go. Charlton are a championship side, but apparently my first game of the season is an EFL Cup. There's no way I could avoid it. We didn't even have enough time to do all our friendlies. So we did a couple of friendlies so far. Our first friendly against Oldham, I didn't choose the friendlies. I had the ass man do it. Then we lost to Hearts 5-1, and we also lost to Charlton 6-1. So on the face of it, we're in for a really hard time. And this is just, and I've got our first game of the season is going to be against Exeter City. And so far, what have we done financially? Okay, let's talk about the financials, right? Okay, but the moment you turn professional, they give you a wage budget, right? They give you a better wage budget. So our wage budget was they give us a wage budget of about 741,000, and I actually, which literally means that we have money that we can use to sign players, which is about 140,000. But I chose not to, right? So I've been using free transfer signings as far as I can because I honestly don't know who I can sign. I mean, the reality of the situation is, looking at our squad from last season, there aren't a lot of players that I can bring in that will strengthen. I mean, there are a lot of players I can bring in that will strengthen the squad. I mean, we need better players in every single position. Defenders need to be faster. If I look at the team report for the rest of the league, I mean, just looking at the physicals, just look at physicals for the rest of the league. The number to beat is actually 13. The worst is 10.25. We are at 11.47 for our defenders. Ideally, we want to be as close to 13 as possible if I want to get promoted, right? So jumping reach, we're below average. The average is about 11.2. We're about 11 now. That means I'm looking at 12 for jumping reach. So we have to beat 13. So my defenders on the pitch have got to be about 14 to 15, right? Okay, now let's take a look at the strikers and the acceleration. We're no longer one of the fast. We used to be one of the faster teams out of the block, so we could always hit teams quickly on the break. Now there are teams that are a lot faster than us. 15 is the number to beat now. 14.4 is Plymouth, and now averages bring numbers. I mean, the bigger your squad, the more your numbers are brought down by averages. So I have to look at 15, right? So this is how I approach things. And what about mentals? We're looking at positioning now for our defenders. Our positioning is way below the average, right? We're looking at 12 for positioning. So when you get into League 2, the number you want is 12. I am at, so for every single attribute, right, it's got to be 12. 12 is like the baseline I've got to aim for. Acceleration, positioning, off the ball, they're all going to be 12. It's pretty easy. Once you find this, you find a system, right, you'll be fine from that point onwards. Here we go. 11 for crew. So if you had aim for 12, you'll be fine, right? So the number to aim for is always going to be something that's the average for most numbers. Here, composure, look at this, right? You get 12, you'll be fine, right? So it's 12.25, you get 13, you're good. This is the bar for average. We're just in trouble across the board. So I normally don't like to look at this because it makes me depressed. If I'm looking at the squad depth, let's look at the assistant report. I don't think the assistant report is very positive. As you can see, I'm still scrolling when it comes to weaknesses, right? You can see how this is like the Abe Lincoln method, right? If you're familiar with the Abe Lincoln method, is to do strengths and weaknesses against each other to see which is more and which is less. We know which one we are. We know where we are at the moment. Now, if I wanted to play Kingsborn, I still need a fast defense. I can't play with a slow defense. And this poses another problem. I don't have an alternative plan if Kingsborn falls apart. So I may have to find a strategy that reminds me of how some teams played. Again, like I remember the World Cup match where Senegal beat France, right? Metsu was the manager of the Senegalese team, and his strategy was simple. He knew that his players were faster out of the gate, right? Because the French had a slow defense, and his strategy was counter-attacking. We want to counter-attack most of the sides. How we'll do it is we'll pack the midfield, and then we will hit them on the break, let out. But in that case, they were let out by El Hadji Diouf, who was very fast. So he brings the ball out, and then he gets support from midfield, and they go on to beat teams on the break. Now, I have to come up with a similar strategy, which is to hit teams quickly off the break. But here again, it depends on the players I have. So we managed to sign some players, right? So how did we go about signing these players? Again, once again, I want to remind everybody that I'm not using player search, right? I'm not using this metric to go and look for players. What I'm doing is I'm using Scouting Center, and I'm only getting recommendations that come through the Scouting Center, right? So I form a list based on this information, and I also go to the DOF and get the DOF to make me a recommendation. So he comes up with recommendations, and I occasionally, and I don't have enough scouts. Remember this, our staff strength isn't that fantastic. So half the time, I'm looking and hoping that we get some of this information. So you got here Louis Cunningham from Defender Doncaster under 23. So sometimes all I do is I look at these numbers and I go, all right, his jumping is 5 to 11. His decisions are 6 to 14. So I gamble. I literally gamble. All right. So in this particular case, the gamble is not going to pay off because his jumping is only 5 to 11. So I'm not going to sign. I'm not even going to look at him. So Aaron Hayden. Now his jumping reach is 11 to 16, which gives me I am a bit more willing to take a gamble with this person. His positioning is 5 to 10. Then I go, okay, forget it, right? So we're not going to look at him because we want his positioning to be good. Then we got Bob Hunter. Positioning is 7 to 16. It's not too bad, but that's a hell of a big range. That's 9. There's almost half, it's like 10. Here you got decisions 14 to 20, aggression 11 to 17, 6 strength, jumping reach 10 to 16. But this is the one that's bugging me the most. But here, he's being scouted by our club and being analyzed by our club. So if we have a chance, we may want to sign Bob Hunter. So Hunter is being scouted, and that's the approach I've been taking. So sometimes I go like for free transfers, defenders, suggest, and we've got a couple of defenders here. And what we'll do with this group is we'll transfer, offer trial. So we offer them for 2 weeks. Now, there isn't going to be much time because there's a window now that I have to pay attention to. So the Skybet has got rules, right? Transfer window. Let's see the transfer window. Maximum of 17 foreign players, minimum of 8 players train the club. But we won't have a problem with this rule. Players can be registered. Transfer window. Players signed on free transfers can be registered at any time. So this is the reason why I recommend always going for the free transfers. So we've got this window that in case I want to go and bring in other players, right? So players signed on free transfers can be registered anytime, and the transfer window is June to March, so that's not too bad. Okay, now what do we do then in this particular case? So my strategy is very simple. If you look at my finances, I've got a nice buffer. That is the goal here. We want to keep this buffer I want to keep it as big as possible, because we only sign free transfers. And I don't go overboard signing players. I will scout them, I'll be patient, and then we will make signs. We will sign players in, we'll bring the players in. So the first couple of months is all about draws and keeping my head above water. Basically the same thing I did last season, which was the huge number of draws. We had something like 23 draws last season, and then we made it into the playoffs. By then we had already strengthened our side. We added like players like Higgs, we added Hunter, we added so many players in in the latter half of the season that we found ourselves in a very strong position towards the end, and that was enough for us to, you know, push ourselves over the line and get promoted. So this is going to be the same strategy here, which is don't go crazy over signing players. So what I've done is I've gone in here. I've got all these players already signed. Joe Hanks, I've signed him. He's not, he's on a free. So I went, okay, fine, I'll take you. This was like, this guy came in because of free agent offers. Then we've got another player was a free agent offer, Julian Sarmiento Ramirez, right? So that was not, this was from the DOF, right? Jack Lee, this guy is on loan because I don't have enough defenders. So Jack Lee is going to be one of our defenders. Only signed him because his jumping reach is 15. His positioning isn't that good, but you know, we remember the number to beat here is 12. We hope that he improves. Jack Wakely, I signed him on loan from Stevenage because we need defenders, we need cover. He's not as good as the rest, right? So he's a cover defender. Hopefully, if we do need him, yeah, we'll use him. Then we got Jack Kearney. We've got another player now. This is on loan. He's a fullback. He's going to be helping us on the left flank. And then we've got Paul Vaughan, another fullback on loan from Swansea. We just went to the clubs and I just went, okay, they got these players that you can loan. So we scouted a few of the players, and again I made gambles on these players. Like, you know, some of them didn't. I'm a bit worried the gamble isn't very good. Like Jack Wakely, if I known his natural fitness was 6, I wouldn't have signed him. The only reason why I signed him was because I could see his jumping reach and his concentration and his determination. Look at the rest of the numbers. Honestly, this was a gamble that is not going to pay off for me, right? So we've got this player, Sam Johnson, free signing. I was ecstatic when the DOF told me you got a free keeper. So I went like, yeah, we'll take him. Aerial reach look at his aerial reach and his jumping reach. That's fantastic. He's a very slow goalkeeper, but it's okay. But aerial reach is there, jumping reach is there, reflexes are okay. So we're hoping that Sam Johnson at least last 1 or 2 seasons. Then again, Ricky German. He's been used by quite a few people in lower league challenges. He was available on a free. Again, another free agent offer, so we took him on as well. So we've got all these players, and immediately I like the fact that these guys' value is already 16,000. Paul Vaughan is on loan. So Jack Kearney is on loan. Jack Wakely is on loan. Jack Lee is on loan. Value 81,000. Now this is, for me, I think this is a damn good loan signing. And then Julian Sarmiento Ramirez. I hope Ramirez turns out to be one of the Highlanders, man. Seriously, because I need somebody, you know, who can stand and deliver. And Joe Hanks, well, he doesn't look like the same Joe Hanks from my Gloucester Diaries. He's 27 years old, and he's come in as an important player. Let's take a look at his history. Where has he been? So he was at Gloucester for a while. Then he went on a free to Northampton. Didn't perform very well. Look at these numbers here: 684, 6. It's consistently just gotten worse. Well, we'll have to see, right? Maybe I signed him, and I'm hoping that, you know, it turns out okay. So we've got other players here. Some of them, we just, once we got a defender in, we decided not to sign any more defenders. So we're not going to go overboard with the players that we signed. As far as training is concerned now, we have a calendar which allows us to be a bit professional. However, our facilities are still crap. Coaches, we've been given the option to sign another coach. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to sign most likely a defending coach. But here, if I look at this, I've got Jason Brooks. That's 2 stars, that's okay. We got 2 stars for fitness. We got 3, 2, 1, 1. That's not okay. So we got, okay, not doing too badly. Yeah, heavy. Yeah, we're gonna see whether we can get one more coach in. Apparently we can. So the next coach is probably gonna be an attacking coach or a tactical coach. So let's do a staff search, since I have room for one more coach. Staff search. we want to coach. And when you're in this kind of a situation, you don't have a lot of options. You just go. This is what I do. Seriously, this is all I do. I go like, okay, attacking 13. How many do we have? Mark Lee's determination, discipline, motivating. That's a bit like, it's only there's not much, right? It's 23 and 31. So let's see if I can. I totaled DDM to get a value. Mark Lee's 31, 15 plus 16, right? And then Joe Wines is Joe Wines is good. He's contracted to clear. This guy is going to be a good coach. Approach to sign, promotion wage rise. We'll sign him over. I don't know if we can get him. All right, so we'll see whether he can come in. So we've done our coaches. What about in terms of scouting is basically we're back to this, right? So all I depend on is what I get from the scout reports. So we've got there's not much here, right? So Marco Roos was toying with the idea, but he's already playing with Hemel Hempstead, right? And he's not. I did scout him before, and the numbers look good on in attack, but in defense he's not that fantastic. I can't offer him a trial. We'll have to keep scouting this guy. Mo Seiler, he's not a bad DM, but he's almost the same as the rest of my DM. So what are we gonna do this season? Tactically, I could continue with Kingsbond, right? I mean, we just got thumped by a championship side, not by one of our competitors. So whilst my original plan, I'm gonna not Galileo, I might keep it just in case. So it's gonna be these three tactics again. So it's Spectre and Kingspawn, but we're gonna start with the Kingspawn system first. So our match against our next match is gonna be against this team called Exeter City. So Joe Hanks, tackling is only 8. No, we want to use Russ and Vincer, because Russ actually has got tackling on him. So Joe Hanks has to wait it out for a while longer. And then we've got, basically, I'm going to show some faith to the players who got us this far. So we're going to have we all know about Deborah and his mistakes. Gonna go with the same Derbyshire and Javane Smith combination. Gunner, German will be on the bench. Sadie can wait. Gunner, Elmore, Saraiva. Okay, so Saraiva starts this game. So we go, as you can see, the partnerships are there. Right, this is an existing partnership that was that developed last season. We're gonna maintain this. I can't quite remember who the hell. I know Windsor was here, but I don't think it was Russ. But yeah, this is going to be part 2. Osborne is suffering from a red card. Greenwood is out for the rest of the season, which is one of the reasons why I went out to get some loan signings. Hopefully Jordan Higgs. The thing here is this: when you turn professional, you do not give everybody contracts. I haven't given everybody. So some players like this Jordan Higgs still are out of contract, but they play on a game-to-game basis. So I'm fine with that. We got Gunner here is also out of contract. So there are quite a number of players who are out of contract, right? We didn't give everybody a contract. Harrison was given a contract. Woolard Innocent was given a contract. Russ was given a contract. Saraiva was given a contract. The 2 strikers were given a contract, and that's about it, right? So there are not a lot of players with contracts in our team. Morale isn't that fantastic because it's fairly poor because of this thumping that we received. What a way to start our season, man. And our first game of the season is going to be against that team called Exeter City. Okay, just before we jump into the match, we got Johnson. Johnson will be in goal when you start. And then we will have, where's Jocelyn? When it comes to goalkeepers, I don't think we have an issue. This guy should be in the under 18s. This guy should be in the under 18s. All right, here we are. Let's get cracking. Otto, Ricky German on the bench. dressing room, team talk with the underdogs, tactics, counter press, slightly high standard line of engagement. No overlap on this side. You got an overlap on the right. Okay, kickoff. This is pretty conservative. And we'll demand more from the boys. And as you can see, Exeter are coming in and they've gone straight into an attacking setup. Derbyshire, it's Windsor out to Russ. Russ finds Higgs. Higgs to Vaughan. Vaughan crosses for the keeper. So my strategy is very simple. Try and play counter-attacking football by packing midfield. That's it. Right, hoping I can pack the midfield through its transitions and then we hit teams quickly through the transitions. That's it. It's a simple strategy. Senegal did it to France in the World Cup. I'm hoping to do a smaller version of it in League 2. Saraiva with the corner. Carvalho. Oh, the defenders couldn't end. Oh, that was good work from Woolard Innocent. Defend is Stroh. Jones out to Stewart, to Ford, to Darikwa. He sounds like a Japanese appliance. Saraiva, corner taken. It's the opening goal. It's gonna be Jack Lee's debut. It's a debut. It's a goal from the youngster. Yes, Jack Lee, you're on loan, but you want a mine now. Okay. We signed you. Yes, heading 15. It's better than the league, man. We're gonna depend on all those set pieces this season. Vaughan out to Javins. Oh, Javin Smith. Oh, this is good. Who was that? Harrison is okay. Not too bad, Harrison. Oh, not too bad. I got beginning to like Harrison's development. Oh, speaking about training and development as well, each player that I'm focusing on, like Javin Smith and the rest, they all got specific training schedules right now. I'm using the preseason general one because we're a professional club now, but the players themselves got to have their individual schedules, and I might change it slightly. I want to give all my strikers like simple ones that don't have too many attributes as well. I'm focusing on the ones with the if I want him to develop. I know the whole goal about mentals and all that stuff, but we are a lower league side. Let's focus on the important attributes. Like I want physical attributes and what they need for their job, right? So if it's a striker, acceleration, finishing, it's simple stuff, right? So we don't want to overcomplicate things too much. If it's players like the midfielders, then it's a positioning. Oh man, Woolard Innocent just gave the ball, but it's okay. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I kind of saw that happening. What this team has got Bingham, Carvalho, or Stewart, Woolard Innocent. Too bad. Just a mistake from him. It was a good start, but never mind. Well, just an error from the youngster. I mean, you can't fault him, right? So, okay, keep it up, Woolard. Yeah, I still think that he's worth everything. He's got acceleration. Javin Smith, bang, 2-1. This is why we love our football. What a ball from Windsor. Finds Javin Smith and then the playmate wins. The Volante is having the time of his life. So it's going to be very hard for Joe Hanks to get into this side. He has to work very hard to displace our loan signing. And this reminds me of last season where I had one of my loan signings went all the way into the Premiership. He started in League 2. Was it a conference and he was in the team all the way until we reached the Premiership. And then I finally signed him. So, Saraiva is 3-1. Exeter do not know what's hit them. Mighty Kingstonian have come in. I was expecting to be hammered, man, in this game, but hey, Jesus here. Saraiva does the same, shoots from the same spot. It got us into League 2. Oh my goodness, what can I say to the boys? Nothing. We keep quiet. We are silent. Yeah, now we expect We're gonna see the avalanche with a team with names like Carvalho, Bingham, Martha Stewart, the air conditioner, Direcwa. You gotta give this team some respect. I'm not Bingham. I'm happy. Come on. Chop a leg down. Oh, Kai Woolard Innocent. Why are you so far forward? Okay, that's because he's a wingback, you stupid fool. But we want him to be a wingback. He's dangerous going forward as well. I'm talking to myself. It's the first sign of my insanity. Kai Woolard Innocent. Okay. Now we gotta think about taking him off. Okay, that's too much. See, the numbers are dropping like a rock. So I'm gonna take him off, and we're gonna take undo. Where's Jack Kearney, right? So we're gonna take Jack Kearney and bring on Kai Woolard Innocent. Okay, so that's the first change we're gonna make. You gotta react to a 6.0. Yeah, we didn't react in time. It's 3-2. And this is gonna be a goal festival. Bingham. I made fun of their names and they come back to punish me. And another Illich. Look, seriously, this team should be banned. They should be banned because they have legendary names in this side. Bingham, Illich, Stewart. I mean, that's Martha Stewart. Come on, I'm making Bingham. Bloody hell, these guys are shooting from everywhere. They've been stunned. Yeah, no, this is not looking good. Smith Brown 3-3 also. I'll take it. Okay, guys. My optimism has been tempered somewhat. Come on. Yes, Kearney. 3-3. Holy cow. There we go. We just taken a 3-1 lead and we've blown it. I thought Kai Woolard Innocent was making mistakes. Kearney does the same one. Damn it. There was no difference between Kearney and Kai Woolard Innocent. They're both just as bad. Oh god, this is a shot. Right? Kai Woolard Innocent, you took me off, right? Now you just see what happened. At least I have speed. Yeah, what does that guy have that I don't have? Illich to Darikwa. Darikwa inside the box, shoots wide. Kingstonian 3, Exeter 3. What the more pertinent thing is that we're giving them a lot of fantastic chances. I'm really gonna have to come in with a target man option. It looks like I'm going to be having to sign and split my strike partnership to a target man on support and a pressing forward, which is how this tactic was originally designed. I mean, the way it was originally designed was for the target man combination. Javin Smith out to Derbyshire is away. Derbyshire got away, took a shot. Kearney does well, but he loses the ball. Smith Brown was holding back Kearney. That's a red card, ref. Send him off. No, it's only a yellow. Come on. We can only hope, right? Oh, they headed it away. Alright, come on, boys. Show some passion. Got 4 minutes left on the clock. Saraiva. Corner taken. Sweeney. Got Jones, Stewart into the box. Harrison heads it away. Kearney is there. It's everywhere, but not in the net. We're happy. 92 minutes on the clock. It's a crazy start to the season. Exeter City have a corner. They can't believe this team called Kingstonian have come in and blown a 3-1 lead. The manager has got to learn how to restrain himself. If I can learn how to restrain myself, maybe I'll pay more attention to what's happening. Instead of cracking jokes, thinking, yeah, man, shit. Boy, we got a long way to go. Okay, we've shown that we can hold our own. We can score. We can take advantage of other teams' mistakes. Okay, it's not a bad beginning to our little adventure here in League 2. Goalkeeper Johnson makes Kingstonian debut. Kingstonian Simpson offer, trial offer has been accepted. And then I think we were scouting some player, right, who's got fantastic jumping reach, but now I don't know who he is. Okay. Wait a minute. Charlie Oliver. I have not finished scouting him. Plays for Bristol Rovers. Composure, no, he's only average, right? So we can acknowledge, right? So being set. I wonder whether he's in my team squad. Okay, the striker. Position. We have Jack Sampson here. This is the guy. 16. He's slow, but he's gonna win a lot of headers. He will win a lot of headers even in the Premiership, right? So he's gonna make a brilliant target man. He's not too fast. Target man on support. Contract approach to sign. No, we're gonna squad player. You take it or leave it. Okay, finalize, negotiate contract. Ask him. Okay, we're gonna. Oh. Optional contract extension by club, 1 year, done. I don't mind that. Okay, 49k. Makes you the highest paid player in my club. 44k. Anyway, so this is my plan. We got on a point on the board. The whole idea here is to make sure that we get enough points first to avoid the drop, and then after that, when we get to halfway, like November, December, if I need to sign anybody, like pay money for them, then maybe. So now it's the trick about rapid promotions is a big squad. So we got our loan signings to keep us alive for the time being, especially in the fullback department. We've seen that all our fullbacks are pretty bad. So when it comes to training, I'll just show you just one player, for example, here training. So he's got to do like wing back and he's going to do defensive positioning. But for the strikers, we want to just focus on simple things. So Javin Smith training. I don't want it to be too. I don't want a complicated life. Poacher, that's it. Focus on doing that. Javin Smith development training. Poacher. Dan Derbyshire training. Poacher. Focus on just the simple things in life. Right, his passing needs some work. Okay. Christian Sadie again here, another one training. Striker. We're gonna keep it simple. Poacher. Yep. Okay. And then Ricky German development training. Everything is simple. Poacher. Agility and balance. Archie Elmore training. Again, all of them go to Poacher. The fewer attributes you have to work on, the better. Okay, that's it. So we work on those simple things, and then and then we go through and do the same thing with the rest of the players. Right? It's Joe Hanks training and development. Probably, I want him. Actually, this guy, we want quite a few areas to. We need quite a few of his development in quite a few areas. So Mazawa attack may not be a bad option, but I don't think it's gonna help very much. I'm just hoping that he develops and he shows himself to be a decent fit for our team. Already we're in July and look at this. It's not too bad. His position role duty with the training that we have in place. Problem is I'm doing 3 tactics, so they're gonna take a while to get familiar with all the tactics. I have to be a bit more. I've got to be. Yeah, if we leave it on Kingsmont, they should be fine. Yeah, we'll just stick to it. We just hope the boys get familiar quickly. As you can see, they're coming along it's coming along quite quickly, so they should be fine. Now it's just a question of us staying the course, and our defender is the top scorer. Yes, we are not shy about scoring from set pieces. We're gonna have to learn how to hold on and lead. That was a quick way to get a 3-1. I got all excited and then I lost the plot. Happens. I'm so excited. I couldn't wait to start League 2. Right, I have a head cold and I still want to play the game. I can't concentrate, but hell, man, it's a lot more fun. So, well, we'll have to do a better job of it the next time around. Hopefully, we get a few wins under our belt and we'll come back with the next show. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you have any questions, please look me on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com, my website. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. You make this kind of shows possible for everyone else. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.